Good evening, students. Welcome to the session How to Master Group Discussion. So, in next 45 to 50 minutes, we'll try and understand what is GD as a process and what we need to do to crack this process, right? So let's get down to the details. Okay. So first of all, it's important to understand what is group discussion. Uh, as the word says, it's a discussion and not a debate. You're out there to make a point and not prove a point. So it's not about taking sides. You can speak from multiple sides, multiple dimensions, and present your views. You need not take one side. Yeah. So it's a GD. It's a group discussion, right? What all traits are checked in this process called as GD? There are certain traits, there are certain qualities that the panel is trying to evaluate in you during this process called as GD. Yeah. By the way, GD is deployed by management colleges, law colleges, companies coming for placements. So it's a popular selection process which is deployed at the second stage. That is after your written test is over. If you clear that round, then you move to the second round, personality round. That is where GD is deployed just before PI. That is personal interview. Fine, let's stick to GD. So, what are the qualities that are needed from a candidate? What is that a panel is expecting from you in a process called as GD? Let's look at these qualities. So, definitely they're looking at your confidence. You may not have enough knowledge about the topic, but the confidence with which you are speaking, that matters a lot. So, confidence is important. Then they're also looking at your politeness, how courteous, your mannerism in the discussion, because there might be somebody who might disrupt you while talking. How do you manage that? Yeah, so your politeness, your overall courtesy also matters in this process called as group discussion. Yeah, so if somebody points out your mistake, that you're wrong, your statistics is wrong, how do you react to that? Whether you accept it with humility or you shoot back at that person. So your politeness also matters a lot here. General awareness, definitely, if the topic is factual, if it is about the current topic, then how much you know about the current issues also matter a lot. Now we are talking of let's take the recent example of what's happening in Olympic. Yeah. Now the recent controversy of Indian wrestler Vinesh Phogat being disqualified. Now there are different schools of thought. She has been disqualified because of being overweight and does not been given even a silver medal. There is a huge outrage amongst Indians, right? A few days back, there was this debate about a supposedly male wrestler fighting female boxing. So these are current issues. You need to know them before you talk about it. It could be anything. It may not be just sports. It can be business world. It can be about international politics. It could be about the crisis that is being that is currently brewing in Bangladesh. That is your general awareness. So that is also checked in this process. Teamwork, yes, it's important. How do they check the teamwork? Typically, a GD will have 10 group members talking, 8 to 10 group members talking. Whether you really value the opinion of others or not, that matters a lot. So your team skills are checked there. Whether you appreciate a good point by somebody, yeah, whether you support somebody's point, even if you have to oppose, you have to do it nicely, gracefully. You can't be saying you're wrong. You have to do it very nicely, very tactfully. So, what kind of team player you are, your team skills are also tested here. Your listening ability, yes, you need to listen to while others are speaking, not get restless that I'm not getting a chance. So you need to have listening ability also, that is also checked as far as the process called as GD is concerned. Your social skills and your overall behavior, yeah, your body language, yeah, how do you behave in that group, in that 10 to 20-minute conversation, that matters as far as GD is concerned. Yeah, your problem solving skills, because typically GD topics will be given in the form of a question mark. Should this be done or not? You are supposed to find an answer. You are supposed to find a solution. You are a problem solver, right? So how do you come up with solutions for it? That is also an important observation made by the panel in the group discussion. So are you a problem solver? Are you suggesting solutions about different problems? Right? That is typically the observation made by the panel in a group discussion. Yes, needless to say, with confidence, your communication skills are important. How do you communicate? You may not have great grammar, you may not have great fluency, you may not have amazing vocabulary, but whether you are able to communicate, whether your point is understood by your group members or not, that is communication skills. Let us not mistake it with spoken English skills. But communication will be successful when you know that your group members are understanding, interpreting your point and reacting accordingly. If they are understanding, the panel is understanding. Yeah. So typically a panel, typically a GD will be will be in a semicircular fashion. Yeah, there will be 8 to 10 members sitting in a semicircular fashion so that they are able to see each other properly. That is how GD as a process is. What are the do's and don'ts? So, certain do's and don'ts to be followed. Listen to the subject carefully. What is the subject? What is the topic? Listen to it carefully. They may not give it to you in a written form. Understand? The panel may not give it to you in writing that this is the topic. They might just come and announce that this is a GD topic. Listen and make notes. Have your notes handy. Put down your thoughts on a piece of paper. Immediately write down. Start writing down because if the thoughts are not written, you won't be able to speak. Initiate the discussion if you know the subject well. Yes, it's like the opening batsman. There are a lot of expectations that he will score well. He may not score a century, but at least he has to score at a good run rate. Same expectation is from a GD starter. Somebody who begins, all eyes are on that person who is starting the discussion. So if you know about the topic, then only start. Yeah? Listen to others if you do not know. Fine. Assume a scenario that you don't know about the topic. Fine. Make copious amounts of notes that time and identify the person who knows about the topic. Right? Support your point with some facts and figures. You need not know a lot of data, a lot of statistics, but some piece of data here and there can definitely create the right impression in front of the panel. Right? Make short contribution of 15 to 20 minutes and maybe 3-4 times. So typically if the GD is for 20 minutes and if there are 10 members, on an average you get 2 minutes to speak. You need not speak for 2 minutes continuously. You have to speak and come back. You have to speak and come back and make the right impact. But whenever you speak, make sure you are heard that time. That's very important. Yeah. So that is what I mean by an entry, a good entry. If you are adding to a fish market situation, it is needless. Yeah. Give others a chance to speak. Yeah. If somebody wants to say something, let them speak. Do not push anybody to speak. But imagine you're pushing somebody to speak and that person doesn't open up. You will be slightly embarrassed there. Yeah. Speak politely in a pleasant manner. Yeah, and respect others' contribution. Appreciate करते रहो बीच-बीच में. लोगों को that's a good point, that's a fantastic point. Keep saying that. Yeah, that's a good validation that you're giving to your group members, team members. Yeah. Disagree politely and agree with what is right. Now I think it has, as I said, it has to be done very tactfully, very smartly. Yeah. You need not sound very rude there. Yeah, or very patronizing. Summarize the discussion if the group has not reached the conclusion. Very, very important part. Summary is important because guys, if you're not able to summarize, you have lost the chance to get evaluation by the panel. Because sometimes the panel might ask each of the members to summarize. If the panel doesn't ask you to summarize, then you take initiative and summarize the discussion. But irrespective of that, every group member has to be ready with a summary. That shows your listening skills. And that's a time, once the discussion is over, panel will start giving you marks. Summary भी नहीं आप दे पाए और कुछ contribution किया ही नहीं है, तो आपको पता है आपको क्या मिलने वाला है उसमें. Right? Coming to the don'ts. As I said, initiate the discussion. If you do not have sufficient knowledge, so you know नहीं पता नहीं बात करने का, तो 2 मिनट रुको and किसी को शुरुआत करने दो, सुन लो पहले, टॉपिक को समझ लो. ओवर स्पीक और इंटरवीन, किसी को डिस्टर्ब करना, किसी का चांस ले जाना is not right. It's like bad mannerism as far as GD is concerned. Argue and shout. I'm sure you will take care of your own emotions during the discussion. So emotions का ध्यान रखो. Do not argue, do not shout during the discussion. ठीक है, जितना है दोस्ती में, फ्रेंडली तरीके से हो जाए उतना अच्छा है. क्या? Don't look at the evaluators. The more you look at them, the more conscious you become. So do not look at the evaluators, panel sitting there. Ignore करो. ये मानो कि कोई बैठा ही नहीं वहाँ पे. Yeah? Do not talk irrelevant points and distract the discussion. Sometimes it happens that topic छोड़ के कुछ और बात होती है, then obviously there is a problem there. Yeah. Pose negative body gestures like touching the nose, ये होता है, या तो subconsciously हो जाएगा वहाँ पे, but कोशिश करो you don't do that while the talk is on. Yeah. Pose negative body gestures, I already spoke. Mention erratic statements, गलत statement, गलत data मत दो, जितना हो सके गलती से निकल गया, it's fine, but do not give irrelevant data. Display low confidence with shaky voice, trembling hands. So body language का काफी ध्यान रखना है वो discussion में, because हर एक को देखा जा रहा है, everybody is being evaluated there. Yeah. Try to dominate the discussion. Don't boss on others. Don't say I know everything. वो scenario नहीं होना चाहिए. Yeah. Put others in an embarrassing situation by asking them to speak. जैसे मैंने बोला कि किसी कोई बात करना चाह रहा है और आप उसको बोल रहे हो, my dear friend want to say something, and imagine my dear friend doesn't open up. It's very embarrassing scenario for you. कोई social work नहीं है वो, सामने किसी वाले को बोलना है तो बोल देगा. आपका बोल के हो गया, you point out and others and say what you guys have to say about this. जनरली सबके पास देखो, एक जन के पास नहीं. What are the strategies to speak now? Strategy क्या है, बात कैसे करें? First and foremost, talk about different stakeholders. Stakeholders कौन होते हैं? Stakeholders are the people who are directly, indirectly related to that topic. ठीक है? कोई भी टॉपिक उठा लो, उसमें 8-10 stakeholders होंगे जरूर. Isn't it? Every topic under the sun will have multiple stakeholders. Yeah? जैसे कोई financial institution is a stakeholder. Yeah, customer is a stakeholder, vendors is a stakeholder, government is a stakeholder. हर टॉपिक में multiple stakeholders होंगे. हर मुद्दे में, हर टॉपिक में talk about them. उसके हर एक के बारे में एक पॉइंट आपको बोलने को होगा, आप उसके बारे में बोल सकते हो. तो कंटेंट आपको कहां से आएगा? This is the strategy. Second way is pestle. What is pestle? Every topic will have these dimensions: a political aspect, an economic aspect, a social aspect, a technological aspect, environmental aspect, and a legal aspect. Recent example ले लो, विनेश फोगाट का disqualification. सारे aspect covered है उसमें. Somebody saying कि उसमें conspiracy है, तो political aspect आ गया. Yes or no? Economic aspect है, could be the money that is involved, yeah, because of fame that she is getting, yeah. Social aspect है, Indian society is now supporting the whole cause. Outrage क्यों हो रहा है कि यार why she is denied? There's a technological aspect. I'm sure they must have used technology to find the correct way. वो सारा चीजें तो होंगी जरूर. Yeah. Environmental aspect, yeah. Legal aspect. So every topic will generally have pestle. हर टॉपिक की ये एस्पेक्ट्स निकाल के उसके बारे में बात कर सकते हैं हम लोग. Yeah. Content कहाँ से आएगा? ये दूसरा तरीका है. Finally, prep. What is prep? Prep का एक flow है. Prep means mention a point which is first P. Reinforcement of a point, वो point को support करने के लिए आपने एक और data दे दिया, yeah? Give an example, एक example दे दिया ताकि सबको पता है, universal example, and then you come back to the point. So finally you come back to the same point. This is the prep methodology. इससे भी content अपने को develop किया जा सकता है, yeah? What are the different types of GDs? So GDs के अलग-अलग type है. There are factual GDs. Factual GDs मतलब current topics पे based है, fact के ऊपर based है. Yeah, should this be done or not? That is a factual GD. Yeah, should there be reservation or not? Or not? Observe how are they written. It will end with a question mark. ताकि group में debate हो. Yeah, they are called as factual GDs. Then there are controversial GDs, which are a subset of factual GDs only. ये केवल fish market situation create करने के लिए है. Yeah, those are called as controversial GDs. Yeah, which could be related to religion, which could be related to political parties, which is meant to give you, create some fight, some conflict. That is controversial topic. Controversial. Then there is an abstract topic. Abstract topics are given to check your creativity. Abstract topic में, there is nothing right or wrong. आपका thought process matter करेगा. It could be something like grass is green. You might wonder, what do they ever mean by grass is green? Maybe grass is green on the other side of the fence. ऐसा एक कहावत है. Can somebody complete it and उसका कुछ मतलब निकाल के बात कर सके? These are called as abstract topics. इसमें कोई right answer नहीं है, right interpretation नहीं है. Purely आप क्या सोचते हो उसके बारे में? That is what matters in an abstract topic, right? Finally, there is something called as case-based topic. Case मतलब a situation. Case मतलब problem. So आपको एक situation दी जाएगी, एक real life scenario दिया जाएगा. बस आपको सोचना है if I were in that position, what will I do? This is called as a case-based situation. Case study. एक छोटा सा paragraph होगा, which is actually gives you some content to speak. Comparatively इसमें एक ही line होगी. इसमें एटलीस्ट आपको एक छोटा पैराग्राफ होगा, एक सिचुएशन होगी, आपको सोचने का थोड़ा मौका मिलेगा कि अगर मैं उस सिचुएशन में हूं तो क्या करूंगा या क्या करूंगी. Yeah, so these are different types of group discussions that are deployed by different institutes, by even companies, and we need to be ready for that process. Yeah, sometimes GD might be an elimination round. अक्सर होता नहीं है, बट जीडी एलिमिनेशन राउंड कभी-कभी हो सकता है. तो ये मत बोलो कि मुझे बोलने का मौका नहीं मिला, मुझे बोलना नहीं हुआ वहां पे और मैं एलिमिनेट हो गया. डू नॉट एवर से दैट. उस पर्टिकुलर सिचुएशन में आपको बोलना ही है. यू हैव टू मेक योर प्रेजेंस फेल्ट. as simple as that. Yeah. So what to do? Content एक दिन में डेवलप नहीं होने वाला. You need to be a voracious reader. You have to read relevant content. It could be newspaper, it could be magazines. आपको पढ़ना पड़ेगा. So today's reader will be tomorrow's leader. आपको लीड करना है, आपको जीडी में लीड करना है, आगे जाके लीड करना है, आपको रीडिंग की आदत डालनी होगी. What to read is the next question. Yes, of course, newspapers reading is must. First page में जो दुनिया भर में हो रहा है is the first page news, right? So maybe newspapers like Hindu, the Indian Express, Times of India. Start with one good English newspaper that comes to your residence. Yeah, first page news is easy to understand, easy to decode because वो easy English होता है. Yeah, maybe you have to read bit of editorial, the analysis of different topics. ठीक है, अभी जो current controversy है रेस्टिंग रिलेटेड, तो थोड़े दिन में एडिटोरियल में दिखेगा हमें. हमें वो पढ़ना है, वो एनालिसिस पढ़ना है, so that we are able to present views properly. Yeah, read novels, fiction, non-fiction, whatever you like, but diversity maintain करो. प्रॉब्लम क्या होता है? We start with one theme और हम वही मेंटेन करते हैं. सेल्फ हेल्प तो हम सेल्फ हेल्प भी पढ़ना चालू करते हैं. मर्डर मिस्ट्री पे रिलेट टू मर्डर मिस्ट्री होगी. ठीक है, रीड डिफरेंट कंटेंट, रीड डाइवर्स कंटेंट, so that आप you will be able to speak well while talking, right? Novels, magazines. Why to read magazines? Magazines will give you in-depth knowledge about different issues. Magazines follow something called as investigative journalism. ठीक है, एक पेपर को उतना न्यूज़पेपर को टाइम नहीं होता, अगले दिन छपना होता है. ठीक है, बट मैगजीन कोई भी इशू डिटेल तक जाके वो 7 पन्ने का आर्टिकल निकाल सकते हैं. तब जाके हमको डिटेल डेटा मिलता है कि वो हुआ क्या था, what was the exact matter. ठीक है, the floods that happened in Kerala, जहाँ पे पानी इतना बह के आया 6-7 किलोमीटर तक, पानी बह के आ गया and swept localities, isn't it? गांव के गांव बह गए. Now somebody will write in depth what went wrong. Yeah, ऐसा हुआ क्यों भाई? Isn't it? And that is something, that piece you might find in a good magazine. Yeah, maybe India Today, The Week, Outlook. एक अच्छा magazine चालू करो to supplement your newspaper reading. What are we doing? We are developing ammunition for our group discussion. फिर बचता क्या है जीडी में? सॉफ्ट स्किल्स. बात करना कैसे है वो अपने को पता चल जाएगा थ्रू प्रैक्टिस जीडीस. बट कंटेंट कहां से आएगा? कंटेंट ओवरनाइट तो डेवलप नहीं होने वाला. This is the way you will develop content. Yeah. Moving ahead, these are some of the topics. Considering the present scenario. Yeah. I can leave this to you, and maybe we can, later on you can make notes or take a screenshot or whatever. So these are some of the topics where which can be which are likely to be asked in the group discussion. की current topics है, maybe एक हाथ हम लोग उठा के बात कर सकते हैं. Startup boosting entrepreneurship, yeah, because काफी सारे यूनिकॉर्न्स दिख रहे हैं अभी आजकल. या बड़ी-बड़ी कंपनी स्टार्टअप मोड में जा रही है. या एंड एक कंपनी के जवाब में दूसरी आ रही है. सो वी आर सीइंग दैट स्टार्टअप वाला एनवायरनमेंट इन इंडिया. Maybe Netflix का ले लो, सेंसरशिप वाला इशू है. OTT पे कंटेंट रेगुलेटेड ज्यादा नहीं है. Isn't it? Could that be the issue of debate? Yeah, pick up any topic. Chat GPT pros and cons. Yeah, टेक्नोलॉजी के वजह से हमारे जॉब जाएंगे या will we use technology for our advantage? हमको दोनों साइड से बात करनी है. Yeah, moonlighting वो इशू आ गया था कि people take up 2 jobs at a time. एक जॉब आईटी कंपनी में कर रहा है, पैरेलली भी एक और जॉब कर रहे हैं. दैट कांसेप्ट इज कॉल्ड एज मूनलाइटिंग. कांसेप्ट पता होना चाहिए बात करने के लिए. इजंट इट? या हॉट डिबेटेबल टॉपिक, इजराइल हमास वॉर चल रहा है. द डिबेट, द रूट ऑफ इट, अगेन टेकिंग स्टैंड कुड बी वेरी डेलिकेट इन अ ग्रुप डिस्कशन सिनेरियो. क्रिकेट वर्सेस अदर गेम्स, या हम लोग देख रहे हैं, वी आर ऑब्सेस्ड विद क्रिकेट सो मच, एंड व्हाट हैपेंड यस्टरडे. या we lost the series, while all our eyes were on Olympic. So maybe more attention needs to go to Olympic. शायद वहाँ पे viewers footfalls बढ़ेंगे तो वहाँ पे ज़्यादा results मिलेंगे maybe. Yeah. So many such topics are there, but guys, you need to be updated about this. ये मानिए कि आपके social media पे trending नाम की चीज होती है. Whatever is trending हमको पता होनी चाहिए. Trend क्यों हो रहा है? क्योंकि उसके बारे में दुनिया बात कर रही है. If world is talking about it and you don't know, there's a problem. Yes or no? So चाहे वो Twitter हो, LinkedIn हो, Facebook हो, any social media platform, if you're not getting to the root of it, guys, you have a problem, isn't it? So factual topics ये सारे हो सकते हैं. Some more topics है, cryptocurrencies की बात हो रही है, cashless economy. A lot of foreign countries are amazed. How do we use UPI? उनको अचंभा होता है कि भाई आप इतना कहीं पे भी स्कैन करके पैसे ट्रांसफर कर रहे हो, एंड इट्स अ ग्रेट टेक्नोलॉजी. सब्जी वाला भी 20 रुपए की सब्जी आपको इसके थ्रू देता है, स्कैन के थ्रू, which is not seen in other countries so much. So yes, we are going through that cashless economy. Yeah, plenty of issues. Mars mission की बात हो रही है. Yeah, social media में how do we project ourselves? Yeah, we try to project a good image about ourselves on social media. अच्छा दिखने के लिए, अच्छा अच्छा इमेज होने के लिए. But what is the reality? वो dark side है उसकी, isn't it? And then we constantly read in newspapers about number 1 कौन है, अदानी, अंबानी, इसका नेटवर्क ऊपर गया, उसका नेटवर्क ऊपर गया. पेपर में पढ़ते रहते हैं हम लोग, isn't it? Why should it matter my life? We should know. ये पेपर में क्यों छपता है, फ्रंट पेज पे क्यों आता है ये? We should know that कि ये नेटवर्क हमारे लाइफ को कैसे अफेक्ट कर रहा है, isn't it? And so many certain topics which are not probably factual but थोड़े open. Every cloud has silver lining. Abstract topic है. You interpret every cloud has silver lining. आपको interpret करना है ये topic पे, ये factual नहीं है, isn't it? So these are some of the topics. You can take notes and be prepared for it accordingly, guys. And yeah, thank you so much. That is what I could possibly cover in this short span. And any doubts you have, I'm open for your queries about GD as a process. Any doubts? about GD, confident to face GD as a process at any level. You need to practice enough, but yeah. Any doubts you have, guys? All right, thank you so much for listening to me, and stay tuned to Vikrant Education. Yeah. Good luck. Thank you.